Hi, my name is Zodea Holmes, and today I'll be presenting my work on a vocabulary learning mobile application called Argo. Meet Renee. She's our application's persona. Her key personality traits: fun, focused, and competitive. Renee Jones is 27. She lives in Los Angeles, California. She has a BA in graphic design. She's a bartender and she works as a freelance graphic designer. She's also single. Her main quote here is, "I don't feel fulfilled in my current job. I want to build new skills in a new career. I need a way to study and stay engaged." With that in mind, we created a problem statement for Renee. Renee needs a way to compete with other users to stay motivated and engaged while using the app. She is used to a fast-paced, competitive environment, and she benefits from healthy competition. We will know this to be true when we see that Renee can motivate herself by viewing her progress of learning vocabulary against other users. Our solution? We believe that by creating a leaderboard for Renee, we will achieve a fun, engaging way for Renee to see her progress and stay motivated to study while learning new vocabulary. Renee's struggles. In her own words, as a fictional persona, she says, "As a freelancer, I want a way to schedule my learning so that my dynamic work week can run smoothly. As a social person, I want a way to monitor and share my progress to stay motivated. As a multifaceted learner, I want a variety of learning techniques to help me retain information. As a curious learner, I want a fast way to search and add words I hear in conversation to a preferred deck. As a person with a competitive spirit, I want to challenge my memory against other people learning the same vocabulary." With the persona Renee in mind, I created a low-fidelity wireframe. When creating these wireframes, I took into consideration which pages would be most important to the user and the information architecture so that users can move smoothly through the app with as little clicks as possible. The next step is usability testing. We test the wireframe functions with user testing. Here, we connect the participants with the prototypes. Using marvelapp.com, I created a prototype users can move through. We have our scope is testing the usability of specific navigation through the application. Participants were asked to navigate to the leaderboard screen, profile screen, study flashcard screen, and sign in using a Google account. Each session took between 10 to 15 minutes. I had a group of 3 participants between ages 27 and 37, each sharing personality traits with the persona Renee Jones. The metrics used were Jacob Nielsen's error severity rating scale, 0 to 4. 0 being, I don't agree that this is a usability problem at all. 1 being cosmetic problems only. They need to be fixed unless there's extra time available on the project. 2, minor usability problems. Fixing this should be given low priority. 3, major usability problem. important to fix, so should be given high priority. 4. Usability catastrophe. Imperative to fix this before product can be released. These are our participants. We have a 27-year-old broker. His personality is fun, outgoing, and inquisitive, sharing the same key personality trait with Renee, fun. His quote, "Are the OK buttons really necessary? Couldn't I just hit return?" referring to the sign up screen. "I think it might be better if you could see who's ahead of you in the leaderboard," referring to the leaderboard screen. "I don't know where to go now. Do you have a home button?" referring to the flashcard screen. Next, we have a 36-year-old sound designer. His personality traits are curious, focused, and creative, sharing the personality trait with Renee, focused. "Where do I click to edit my name?" referring to the profile screen. "There's no home button," referring to the leaderboard screen. "I think it would be great if the app asked you to say the answer out loud," referring to the flashcard screen. And lastly, we have a 29-year-old personal trainer. Her personality traits are positive, competitive, and playful, sharing the same personality trait with Renee, competitive. "Should there be a forgot password option here?" referring to the login screen. "I think there should be more content choices to edit the profile," referring to the profile screen. "I didn't know what a leaderboard was, so maybe you could explain it somewhere," referring to the leaderboard screen. Prioritizing prototype issues. Ranking 0 to 4. This ranking helps to organize and define the plan of action in solving usability problems. In each ranking on the table here, we've stated the actions needed for improvement. 0. No usability problems. No usability problems found in this ranking. 1. Cosmetic usability problem. No usability problems found in this ranking. 2. Minor usability problem. On the sign-up screen, the enter return button will be used instead. Show higher ranked user on the leaderboard screen. Add more options for creating a profile on the profile screen. Add an audio response icon to the flashcard study screen. 3. Major usability problems. Include an explanation of what purpose a leaderboard serves on the leaderboard screen. Add forgot password option to the login screen. 4. Usability catastrophe. Add a home icon in the navigation bar. Add an edit icon to the profile screen. A part of my prototype process, I used Marvel app to map out the flow of my prototype. Marvel app is an application that allows you to design and create prototypes of apps. Using this tool, I was able to create a low-fidelity version of Argo that allowed other users to flow through the functions of the app. Testing the application this way with participants was critical to finding flaws and inspiring change. Prototype improvements. Slide 1. The image to the far left shows the initial prototype of the leaderboard screen. Usability testing made it clear that a back button and a home icon in the navigation bar was needed. This was an issue ranked 4, a usability catastrophe. The improvements that were made can be seen in the image second to the left. The 2 red circles highlight the changes that were made. Moving on to image 3, this is the initial prototype for the profile screen. One of the participants pointed out that this screen was lacking an edit option. This was also an issue ranked for usability catastrophe. An edit option is critical because it allows the user to change important information and personalize their account. In image 4, we can see that this was edited and we now have a edit icon. Prototype improvement, slide 2. Issues rank 3, major usability problems. The first image on the left is the initial prototype of the login screen. After a usability test with one of the participants, it became clear that the app needed a forgot password option. Without this feature, there would be no way for a user to access their account if their password was lost. Second to the left image 2, shows this improvement. Image 3, third from the left, shows the initial prototype for the leaderboard screen. In the usability test, it was discovered that a leaderboard is not self-explanatory. Image 4 shows where a brief explanation is now provided. The explanation reads, names and scores of the leading competitors. Now users unfamiliar with a leaderboard have a way to understand what this feature is. Prototype improvement, slide 3. Issues ranked 2, minor usability problem. The first image to the left shows the initial prototype of the sign-up screen. It quickly became clear that having to press OK after each input of information was not necessary. Image 2 shows that the OK buttons were eliminated for a more clear flow. The user will have the ability to hit Enter, Return, Tab, and/or with a touchscreen, tap the next section. Image 3 shows the leaderboard screen. While testing, the issue of not being able to view the higher ranked user in the leaderboard became clear. This is an important element of the leaderboard because it allows the account holder to know exactly where they stand. Viewing a competitor above your ranking raises the bar and inspires ambition to try harder. The improvement of this issue can be seen in image 4. Prototype improvement, slide 4. Issues ranked 2, minor usability problem. Image 1 shows the initial prototype of the profile screen. While testing usability, one of the participants commented that they would appreciate more options for personalizing the profile. The solution created for this minor usability problem was to add a bio section. The user can now write about themselves in this section, adding a personal touch to the profile. Image 3 shows the initial prototype for the flashcard study screen. During the usability testing, a participant suggested an audio response feature be added. An audio response feature would help the user to correctly pronounce the studied word. In image 4, we can see that this feature was added to the screen, improving the app overall. Next steps. Develop the prototype of Argo on Marvel, further adding more design features. Conduct more usability tests to troubleshoot problems and inspire change. Design more game options with playful competition and/or puzzle options. research more apps and apply information gained to add more detail to the product. Lessons learned, things that went well. Researching competitive mobile vocabulary applications. I enjoyed navigating competitive platforms and assessing what worked and what did not. I enjoyed gathering information and creative thinking. Competitive research was interesting and engaging for me. Testing the usability of the app's key features. I enjoyed working with the participants and troubleshooting problems. I enjoyed the social aspect of working with participants because I'm a people person. Also, I love problem solving and puzzles. Watching people work through the app and find problems was fun for me. Things that did not go well. Creating a persona out of thin air. As a creative person, I thought this would be an easy for me. However, once starting the process, I discovered that I did not know where to start. I was challenged to build a persona based off an app I was aiming to build off the persona. It seemed like a scenario of which came first, the chicken or the egg. I look forward to being more familiar with this process. Finding the right tools for the job. As a developing junior user experience designer, I sometimes struggle to find the right platforms to help me execute projects most efficiently. I am always looking to see what other people are using to complete their projects. I look forward to knowing exactly which tool I want to use for the task at hand and not having to research what tool works best. However, I imagine as a user experience designer, I will always be searching for new ways of getting the job done because technology is always evolving. Thank you.